All right, guys. Welcome to the famous or infamous podcast of Rude Note B. Oh, yeah.
That goes.
What?
Nothing.
Stop talking about that.
Hey! Hey, how you doing?
Anyway, I have three topics here to help us.
Topics.
What?
Tres topics.
I have three topics
That's
to
three in
talk
Spanish.
Tres.
about. First of all, first topic on the list here is I have Domino's Pizza. I don't know. I was just looking up like a random word generator, and I thought about like Domino's the game, but then I was like that wouldn't be as much of an interesting topic. But whatever the
What
hell you
is
want to talk
Domino's the
about's
game?
fine too. What?
There's Domino's the game.
You don't know Domino's the game?
No.
No, you have dominoes.
How have you not
place
realized-
them-
Oh.
You place them on a table
I
and
was
you
thinking
make
about the pizza.
Thinking-
I'm thinking
You're
Domino's
still
made a
thinking
game.
about the pizza.
I think you're still like in like Burger King land with the game.
No, the reason Domino's is called Domino's because their pizza originally looked like Domino's pieces from the game Domino's, and they were just terrible. And then they fixed it, and they're still sometimes shaped like Domino's.
I mean,
Okay.
Next,
well,
no.
to more or less.
To more or
if
less?
This is how quickly we're going to talk about the topics. I only have three topics. Do
No,
you
no.
guys like Domino's? Personally, what's
I-
your
I-
favorite thing that you could get by
I've
Domino's?
literally had Domino's about twice in my life.
I probably had it only like once. What about you?
Me, I've got like twice. I don't know. You really only have Domino's once in your life. Are you kidding me?
CJ picks the topic.
You
He doesn't know
guys-
anything about the topic.
I love you guys.
Well,
with
I-
a burning something.
I don't even know if I've been in their place. I think my friend Owen got Domino's and he brought it over to my house once, and basically, I'm trying to think. I think
Think
their-
harder. Think faster.
I think the pizza was all right. I mean, it is. I'm Italian, so I'm really picky on.
No,
what
no,
good
you're not
pizza is.
Italian.
Yes,
You're
I am.
Italian.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
I may be Italian, but that means I could still do bad things to you. Cause
that's a
Because
really
you're a mobster.
big issue.
hey, you got a problem with me?
Bobbidi boopy.
Is it beep the bop the bop? I don't know.
Italian
do you
is
guys
probably
know?
like
Zippity doo dah.
90% hand signals.
It is.
Has anybody ever had their Domino's Oreo pizza?
No, I didn't. Why would you take
This
Oreos and
podcast
combine it with
brought to you-
pizza?
brought to you guys by Domino's.
Why would you
Now
do
we
that?
have to freaking reference
Those
them.
two
What's wrong
things,
with
they
you?
don't work together. It's like
does that-
spreading hot sauce over a
No,
penis.
but we're not actually making pizza. It's a pizza, but it's a dessert pizza.
Dessert? Why would you have pizza for dessert?
Oh
With
my
dessert
God.
in it.
I don't think he understands.
No, I
It's like-
don't.
We're having pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, okay. No, but
Wonder if they have a breakfast pizza.
They put it's a bagel pizza.
eggs, bacon, and like a bagel pizza.
Pizza bagel.
Really? That's the
But
first thing
okay.
that came into. That's boring though.
Oh well, what if you were having pizza for breakfast? What type of pizza would it be?
If I had to have a pizza for breakfast, it would totally have like eggs as the sauce, and like.
I don't like eggs.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Yes. Oh, that's a big issue. Let's talk about this for a couple of hours and how Billy just does not like eggs. Can we all let that sink in for
Well,
a
I
second?
can understand because the thought of it coming out of a chicken's bum kind of turns you off.
I just tasted it once when I was like 7, and then I've never liked eggs.
Oh my god.
Well, why don't you taste it again?
No, that's stupid.
Okay, have an omelet. Have your parents throw cheese in it. You will like it.
So it's just eggs with cheese.
But eggs nonetheless.
Billy, haven't you had like a sandwich with an egg?
No.
This is your problem.
Have you ever had an egg with a sandwich?
No.
Have you ever taken eggs and just dumped them all in a cup and just drank
I've
it?
never had eggs. What?
Rocky does that.
What is that thing called where the chicken is the buns and it has the egg and the bacon in the middle? It was made.
Farmhouse
I keep forgetting the
clusterfuck.
name.
I don't
of
know.
this
A
thing.
chicken orgy?
No, there's.
I'd like to think it's called the farmhouse clusterfuck.
Yeah.
This
that's
is
what it's
not what
called.
this is called. God, this is gonna kill me. If you know what this is,
I'll
please
get my
tell me
knife.
when it's in the comment section. I'm almost positive. It's like two fried, like you know how like they're like two fried chicken packies, two fried
Packies.
chicken patties, and they have like egg and bacon in the middle. I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's.
I don't know. Maybe the cat
It's got a
knows.
very specific name.
Kitty.
Oh, I might pull that up actually while I'm here.
Meow.
But
Jake, what's your feeling about eggs?
I have them at my dad's house for breakfast. And I don't like arguing with my dad because he can kill me. So I just...
With his feet.
No. Yeah. My dad is like the toughest.
muscle in my little pinky.
No, my dad is the toughest man I've ever met in my life. He like benches like 300 pounds.
Does he crush up eggs and put them into his mouth for breakfast?
He knows boxing, kickboxing, karate, jeet kune do, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, MMA, street fighting. He could kill you just by staring at you, and he has quite a temper and
it
a
gives
little
a
patience.
whole new meaning to the word death stare.
Yeah, and basically he has very little patience at points. So if you do something really annoying,
The Double Down. I just figured it out. That's
the
what
devil
it's
down.
called.
That sounds like a really
The
dark
Devil
porn
Down?
video.
The Double Down.
Double down.
No, the cat is.
Don't disturb the cat.
It's what some people probably think that would be very, very disgusting. I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you don't like chicken, you don't like bacon.
It sounds like something on a secret menu.
If
The
you don't
Double
like chicken,
Down?
you're
It is a
racist.
secret menu item.
Is
I
it?
believe. At KFC?
KFC.
I believe.
You know,
I could be wrong about
KFC
that.
was created by a colonel who did not like black people. I'm serious, he was racist.
It took
and-
you a while to say black people. I don't know why.
black people.
Now the food is black people's food of choice.
Black
You
people.
racist son of a bitch.
I'm not racist.
I know
I
that.
have a black friend. His name is Jordan.
Really, we have
And he
Kool-Aid.
thinks we're racist.
Oh, nice job.
You want to tell the story of that, Jake?
Turquoise.
So we wanted to get a fourth person in our group who had a really nice camera. And my friend Jordan, I've worked with him over the summer at the Five Town camps, and we've also over the summer we tried to get together. Well, we did get together and we tried shooting a web series. We finished the first episode. It's still in production where like my friend Steve is editing it all. So I thought, you know, he doesn't have a lot of friends and he has some social anxieties. And I figured he's always
He has more now.
and he's always complaining about how he has nothing to do. So I thought it would be nice for him to join our group and actually do something. And so basically, I invited him to Skype. And what I forgot to tell him, what I forgot to tell you guys, is that he was black because your Skype name was Niggas on a Boat, and yours
No. He was niggas on a boat. I was sleepy nigga.
exactly. And Jordan was black, so I forgot to tell you guys. And
It was a complete
I got
coincidence.
scared when he went on Skype and he chatted me on Facebook saying, "Are your friends black? Because they got some weird ass names like Niggas on a Boat and Sleepy Nigga." And my friend Jack, who was also in the chat, he just made up arrows and said LMFAO. And I said, no.
We put them all in a Skype message. Jordan, CJ, Jake, and I. And CJ changed his name to Sleepy White Man because he was sleepy nigga. And he changed the conversation topic to Cotton's cool, I guess.
And it just kept going on and on and on.
It's
like
a lie, I swear.
I think you changed it
I
to the
can't prove
KKK does good things in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
By the
It
way, we
was-
are not racist,
And I also changed my name to Hitler Did Nothing Wrong.
but we are
Oh,
some screwed
God.
up people. And Jordan left the chat before all the shit went down. And I tried to explain to him that we're not, white supremacists. And he understood, but I still haven't heard from him for about a week.
I'm liking how this is entailing. First, we have to talk about Domino's, then Domino's turns into KFC, and then KFC turns into a racial discussion about comedy jokes. Oh, God.
Let's change topic.
No.
I mean, we have to keep going with it. So, there's something else off topic. Something that you can tie with it, I'm sure. You guys like
Kool-Aid?
ties?
Oh,
No.
that Kool-Aid
No,
video.
not that Kool-Aid
Oh,
video.
God.
Anything
Kool-Aid.
video.
You haven't seen it was on it was the top post of one of the
Take
subreddits.
lies.
It was like deep into YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to post it. Can I post a link? I don't know.
You should.
But-
Post a link to it right there.
But it was like smooth jazz music, and it was this black guy reading out the names of the best Kool-Aid flavors.
Was it smooth jazz? It kind of sounded like a combination of jazz and ska. I don't know why.
He was reading out the colors, and he was like red, orange, turquoise.
What?
Orange and turquoise.
If you haven't noticed, we're just three white guys just sitting in a room. Just
Oh
doing
no,
nothing.
we
Three white
we
guys
have
sitting
no
in a room.
limitations. We're horrible people. Clearly.
No, I like black people. I swear.
I went in elementary school. I went to a public school in Amityville, and I was the only white kid in my grade.
Well, that's saying a lot because I was like, and Lindenhurst.
Did
they
you
had
go
a
to
lot of
school
weird
in
people.
Chicago?
Oh,
it was
I have something
Amityville
I
public
could talk
school.
about. in relevance to that, one of my friends, he went, he worked for a nursing home, and there were three other like older people, and they were working to help these two disabled people, but they got arrested for making the two disabled people fight.
Was it like a fight to the death
It
scenario?
was-
Where they called them both into the office, and they're like, there are things in this room.
The
You have to
funniest,
kill each other with
the
them.
funniest thing about it was this kid. This was like one of the nicer kids in my school, and I just thought to myself, how could he possibly do that to a disabled person?
Yeah,
And
it
I'm
was
just, it's
so it was like Mortal Kombat, except it was like handicapped combat.
handicapped combat.
Handy combat.
Mortal handicapped. Mortal handicapped.
I don't know. It was similar to that though. They say it was like an ongoing onslaught. I don't know.
Oh my God.
People do shit when they're bored. Strange thing.
I know. I want to take the cat and throw it at CJ to see what would happen.
No.
Probably
Well,
claw his face off.
No, I want
Would
to.
it be like putting two disabled people against each other?
I want to convince a bird to create a nest on the top of your head and see how long it would last.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's just move on to the next topic. I mean,
Okay.
we don't have to make it exactly. Just, I mean, if we just stop running out of. Just
Yeah.
saying.
We're not running out of the store. Okay.
We're running out of stuff.
Okay. Here we are. The next topic is if you had what superpower would you have if you could have one?
I'm not gonna say big penis now.
Take
I want the power to enlarge myself exponentially.
a look at
So
my
like an
enormous
exponential
penis. I'm sorry.
The penis, the penis, the penis, the penis. The
It's an
penis,
offbeat.
The penis, the penis, the penis.
This isn't
the
helping
penis,
anyone.
The penis, the penis,
The
the penis,
the
the
penis,
penis, the penis, the penis,
the
the
penis,
penis, the 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 penis,
It
the
is
penis,
such a
the
wonderful
penis, the penis,
thing.
the penis, the penis, the penis, the penis, the penis, the penis,
the penis.
the penis, the
Oh,
penis,
no,
the
okay.
penis, my crotch.
We okay. This is
We are very
I-
off topic.
I-
Okay, what superpower do you
Okay,
want to
I
have?
keep trying to make like an acapella out of these guys, but they're horrible. Anyway, I don't know. I actually never thought about this. The
I would
whole
like
time,
a superpower to see where that booty at.
I would like a superpower to have all the cinnamon
Look
sticks.
at that
in the world.
booty. Show me the booty. I want the booty. Or
I
Lord,
want a
what a
booty. Lord, what a booty. I want a
Lord, what a
superpower.
booty.
Billy, what about you? What would you want? I'll probably think of something myself.
Oh, jeez. Come back to me.
Come back to me. Okay. There are a lot of powers. If I'd given you more options, you'd probably be more specific.
Options.
Well, I mean the obvious choice,
Let's
like
just
one
say-
of the
okay.
many obvious choices.
Okay, like what if it had to be between either invisibility or super strength, something basic.
Well, what would you do with super strength? Like you bench press a car?
buildings.
That's about it.
Bench
but
press
that's
a
so fun.
skyscraper.
I mean,
With invisibility, you could fuck with people though. Like you can open up doors for people. Like, I'd be a polite invisible person. Like someone would just be
Polite.
trying to go open a door, and I would do it for them.
Like you start cleaning
they
off
would
the
look
table.
quizzically at the door, like what?
You start cleaning the dishes off the table, and they're just like,
you walk into an empty room with a janitor, watch him get scared as you
They
like
come
start
home
cleaning
from
up.
work, they go into the dining room, they just see a lit candle and a steak dinner. And a little card on the table that says,
I love
I
you."
cooked this for you, baby.
no. Well, for me, I know one of the easiest choices to pick for superpowers is the ability to fly, because like everyone always sees the birds and like, I want
And
that.
the bees.
Birds and the bees, and they're like, I want that. I mean, but my idol's Batman, and Batman doesn't have any superpowers, so I'll stick
He
with.
has the superpower of money.
Yes, I would like
Well, The
that.
question is, if you were invisible, though, would that mean you'd have to wear clothes or not? That's the question that
No.
I'm going to ask.
Well, you could do what.
Well, wouldn't it be like just you are invisible, not your clothes?
No, I mean what you could
So
do.
if you turned invisible while you were wearing clothes, it'd just be like a shirt walking around somewhere.
Why are you just wearing a shirt? No, you could do what in The Incredibles that the
Or the Spanish version, Los Increíbles.
Most incredible.
no in The Incredibles the woman who could who could turn invisible, she had Violet. She had the suit that could turn invisible with her, so you can always buy that.
You always buy a suit that turns invisible, even though the superpower comes unnatural or anything like that.
You can have something that affects with your clothes. But the sucks
Everyone's
part is, if it's a one-way shirt or one-way pants
It's
or
a
clothes,
one-way street.
Yeah, but how would you be able to afford a suit like that? More importantly, how do you get a job knowing that you can turn invisible at any point in your
well,
life?
just don't put that in your resume.
Why
not
would you
the-
put a superpower in your resume? I think you're crazy.
By the way, I could turn invisible.
I can turn invisible. At any
How
point.
could this help in your workplace? And by the way, why are you? Can you turn invisible?
Oh, God.
First of all, I could get those
Imagine,
TPS reports
I kind of
done
wish it
quicker.
was like that way at Walmart. You just get paid. No one even know.
You know,
how
it'd be
to-
easy for a woman to get back at you. Like if she has a fight with you and you want to have sex with her, she could turn invisible and have sex with you, but it'll be like, I can't see anything.
I'm fucking air.
It's like I might as well just give myself a hand job because I can't see anything.
It would just be like you sitting in bed one night, and you're like, "Ooh, that's good."
Okay.
Hey, what is this?
Okay.
I mean,
More or
everyone's
less.
thought about being invisible at one point or another and just fucking with shit.
That sounds very depressing at the same
Just
time.
like you walk, you go invisible. You walk into a store and you just start taking things off the shelf. Like this is mine. This is mine.
I
You just see like a TV walking out the door.
You know, it'd be funny if you just like, you like.
Wait,
follow-
what would the guy working?
What if
do?
you just like went into Stop and Shop, okay, and you followed a customer around with a cart, with you while you're invisible, and every time they put something in their cart,
you put it back?
you put it back, not put it in your cart, and then follow her around continuously. They watch. He's like, "Where's all my stuff?" And then sooner or later, it's like, "Where does it keep going?"
Why is there a shopping cart just roaming around? Wait, there's my peas. My rice, get back here.
I immediately think of SpongeBob. It's just like, "Oh my God, a floating shopping list!" Oh my God.
Or you could just when they put something in, you just take
The
it back out
question
and
is,
put it
if
on
you're
the shelf.
invisible, does that mean you have to also have a sense of feel and touch?
The feels.
what do you mean? Like,
Do you get any feels when you're invisible? No. Like,
would it be weird
like,
for your?
would you feel this if I were invisible?
Yeah, it's not like you're a ghost.
What could
You're
we make
there.
it
You just we can't
hypothetically-
see you.
Okay.
No, here's the interesting thing. What if you had the superpower to see yourself like a third person game?
So like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
Could you look at yourself?
No, because you can turn the in third person games. You
No,
can turn the camera
there's
around.
actually a thing. Like some guy made a thing with an Oculus Rift, and he put like a camera like 5 feet behind him, and he could see what he was doing from the camera.
Yeah, no, Markiplier did something like that.
Everyone does something like that.
We just can't afford Oculus Rifts. How
You
much
also
are
can't
those?
afford to
I
stick
think
a
they're like
camera 5
$300
feet behind your back.
We can't afford that either.
If we each put in $100, we can get it.
I don't know if they'd let me do that. At
I
work.
gave you all my money. I'm sorry.
You only had you had 250.
Two $2.50 for pizza.
Yep. All I can afford is pizza. Those of you who are watching, send me money.
Jake's Pizza Fund.
Either
Jake's
that
Pizza
or
Fund.
a stripogram would be nice.
Link right here.
If I could quote Dodgeball, oh wait, yeah, it was like with
If you
ever
could
seen
quote
Dodge- you
Dodgeball,
guys,
if you could, not if you will right now, you could. But you know,
if you guys seen Dodgeball, right?
yeah.
It's a great movie.
Well,
I
I
watched
have.
it
I
last night.
haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Well, there's this great scene where Ben Stiller's arguing with Vince Vaughn, and Ben Stiller's telling him all this crappy stuff he did to his life. He's like, "You slept with 3 of my trainers," and you're like, it wasn't my fault. And he was like, "Then you sent me that stripper on the 1-year anniversary of my gym. That was supposed to be a gift. He was also a man."
Oh Jesus!
No. If
I
you ever
mean-
have time, just watch Dodgeball. It's such a great comedy.
I wonder if that's actually happened. Like some guy working at a stripogram office, like accidentally got the genders confused and sent a guy instead of a girl.
Oh crap! They want the one without a penis. Sorry, Linda.
Time to get surgery.
Sorry,
Without it.
Linda. Next week.
Just give him nothing. The guy with no crutch whatsoever. It's just empty, more or less.
Kevin Smith did
It's
this
just
movie.
an empty hole.
Kevin Smith did
No,
this
it's not
movie.
It's like he
Dogma.
took the eraser tool and photoshopped to his crotch.
Oh wait. Oh crap! You were supposed to have nothing. There you go. No, there was this movie that Kevin Smith did called Dogma, where it was about angels and stuff like that. So one of the angels came down, and he did not have a crotch, so he pulled his pants down to show the lady, "I wasn't gonna rape you. I don't have anything to rape you with."
Kevin Spacey.
I wonder what that was like when they were filming that. What they did.
He pelvic thrusts her with nothing.
I'm going to rape you with nothing.
You're just gonna have to pretend to feel my thing inside you.
Is it really
Isn't that
nothing,
what
or
every girl
is it
does?
invisible? That's the question.
No, I think it was removed.
It was removed.
Like
surgically.
God said, "Yeah, we
God
don't want
said-
any." God said, "We don't want any more of you."
Godspeed, penis.
Fix that.
Just no thank you.
Godspeed.
All
Penis. I mean, like,
So those are our superpowers. We basically went from superpowers to God cutting people's junk off.
all right. Now here's the one. I know. You know what? I kind of wish where are you going? Like with your family?
California.
California.
When?
Go,
This past Friday, it's 2 weeks.
maybe one day if we get a time during the summer. Anyone would want to go? Like, I'll tell you what it is.
Let's do a road trip.
The topic is: would you rather go river rafting
Oh no.
or bungee jumping?
I would rather go bungee jumping than river rafting, and I'll tell you why. Because
Let me get all the opinions first. You?
I hate heights, so I would rather go river rafting.
I'd rather go river rafting too. I'll give you honest opinion.
I would rather go bungee jumping, and I'll tell you why. My uncle and my dad went out to Colorado one summer or whatever with their families to go river rafting, and they only did it for a little while because they watched this one kid, and it was right in front of him. He fell off his river raft into the water, hit his head and neck on the rock, and became paralyzed.
Oh,
And he-
God.
And he died right there.
Yeah, but you don't think bungee jumping's just as safe? Okay.
No, they have a really strong
Would you
cord.
rather be going down a river or falling 100 feet to your
Like,
death?
here-
You're just as safe, I'm sure.
No. Here's the difference. When you go bungee jumping, they have like a really big and long and strong cord holding you to the bridge
It's
or
just
whatever.
a tiny piece of string.
No, it's not.
You're hurtling to your death in this little elastic
And
cord.
what if they
it's like
overshoot
this.
Save you.
It's like this.
And
big.
what if they overshoot the amount of feedback?
Well, then
Like, you just did not actually bungee.
Would you
you
ra-
hit the ground and then you came back. Oh, look,
No,
a
but let
body
me
that's
explain.
dead.
Let me explain. You would rather do that
Jake is
than
getting
just
really
sit.
passionate about this topic.
You would rather do that than sit in a little boat going down a violent river. If you just fall out, you only got like a little. I don't know.
At
You don't
least
even
you're
have
not hurtling
seatbelts.
towards your death.
You don't have seatbelts in rafts.
That's why you hold on to the
Not
raft
in the
with your
rafts you're
life.
going
If
in.
it turns upside down and you're still holding on, I would rather just be free falling. Yeah, there's no. Tom Petty did not do a song about river rafting. He did do a song about
That
free
doesn't
falling.
mean anything about Tom Petty. Oh my God. Something about no one make a song about river rafting. You want to make a song about river rafting, Billy? Please put a song about river rafting in this little section right here.
Going down the stream in my river raft. Don't
Don't
want to die because I didn't want to bungee jump.
Okay, no more.
Well, how about this? Bungee jumping or skydiving?
Bungee jumping or
Skydiving.
skydiving? Skydiving, probably.
So you would rather
Jesus,
jump out
Jake.
of a plane?
You are the minority.
You would
You're
rather
like the black guy
no,
in this
no,
conversation.
No, listen to me. Shut up. Listen to me.
Actually, well, it depends how, like, because
So,
bungee
no, wait, yeah,
jumping, wait.
I'm just
But
questioning.
bungee jumping, it depends, like, what you mean by bungee jumping, because there's,
You're
like,
on a
different
bridge. You're attached to a big, fat
kinds. Okay,
bungee
I'm
rope.
already on a
You jump
bridge. I'm
off-
already fucking done.
You jump off the bridge and you bounce back up. Compared to skydiving.
Here's me. Here's the bridge. Here's what's going to happen if I go bungee jumping.
So, but compared to skydiving,
These
you
other
jump.
people in this.
You jump out of a perfectly good plane.
London bridges, they all fall down. Yeah, you know, fucking.
You don't have anything attached to you in the plane, so you just fall down at like the speed of sound or some shit, and you
The
just
speed of sound. Okay.
Yeah,
you
but
just-
if I wanted to, like, first of all, if the death risk was just as high, and I went skydiving, I would, I'd rather enjoy myself and be like, okay, I'm falling a lot of feet instead of just like 100 feet to my death.
no, I would.
If that ends
Like
up being the
100
case.
feet, you still have a chance of being alive. If you jump out of a plane, there's basically no chance of surviving.
No, I mean, I would.
Unless you fell in like a pillow factory.
No, I mean, if I
You
did have the
you
choice.
really have a chance of surviving if you just jump.
No,
and you
100.
don't
If
make
you
it.
jump out 100 feet, you would
How do
still
you-
die.
You would. There's something about like how that works physically. I mean, what's the word? The dynamics of how somebody falls and hits the ground wouldn't really matter. Like it depends how many feet like you'd
No,
have to skydive.
If you jump off of a 100-foot pole and land on the ground, you will be dead.
Like if I went bungee jumping off the 700-foot or 600-foot sky tower in Niagara, would I live that? No.
No.
Uh.
If you jump off of a 100-foot pole, the bungee is not going to be 100 foot. It's going to be like 50 or 70. You're not going to
95.
It's not going to be like oh like that. It's going to be more like oh.
Well, here's another thing. How about zip lining? If
I ziplined when I went to the
You have
Poconos.
zip lined.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my family went out to Pennsylvania recently.
Okay, so
Not very recently,
take
but
bungee.
I want to tell another story about the Poconos, but hang on,
Okay.
let me finish ziplining.
Okay, go ahead.
So we went to this little camp thing, and there were two trees, like, I don't know, 100 feet tall, and the zip line was about 50 feet in the air between the two trees, and you have to climb up the tree, like there are pegs sticking out. You have to climb up the pegs, and there's this tiny little platform, like a 3 by 4 foot platform at the top, like 50, 60 feet up in the air. And they hook your line up, someone's sitting at the top, they hook your line up to the zip line, and then you just jump. And then you zip down the zip line.
50 feet? Did you say?
Yeah, like 50 feet in the air.
That's not too bad.
Dude, when you get up there, it's
Yeah,
terrifying.
you would totally probably be. I'm just saying that the concept. You really have no idea how far feet is until you actually see the distance for real life. Honestly,
I agree.
more
Yeah,
or
no,
less.
No, 20 feet when
But,
you're staring down at it, it's pretty
out
tall.
of curiosity, taking bungee jumping out of the equation, would you rather go river rafting, skydiving, or ziplining? Jake, that is.
I think zip lining.
Ziplining is fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
now, if I took out ziplining.
I'm trying to think.
Like,
I
The
don't
better
like
question is how you want to die.
I don't like the
How do you want to
concept.
die?
How would you want to die? I don't like the feeling of dying by hitting a rock and becoming paralyzed. I would rather, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna
Just want
die
to get it
flying.
over with.
I want to die just pretending that I'm flying through the sky. And you don't know. Like they have those they have those wingsuits. Like maybe if my parachute doesn't work, I have a
Flying
wingsuit on. I can just go.
I'm a squirrel, mommy. I mean, come on.
Can I tell that other story about the Poconos real
Go
quick?
ahead, go ahead.
Feel the wrath of the flying squirrels.
So there's this horse trail up in the Poconos, like up in the mountain somewhere. So it's like this little farm, and you roll up the dirt parking lot, and there's like a little barn, and the silo, and you go in, you pay for the horse thing, and then you walk into the little stable area, and then you pick your horse. You're like, that's my horse.
That's my horse.
That's my horse.
And then they line
That's
you
my
up.
horse.
There's like 10 people on horses in front of you, and then 10 people behind you. And there's this one guy in the front leading the whole group. So it's a little trail. The
my
guy in the
horse.
front starts leading, and you go through a river and you go through the woods. And like halfway through, we were going through the woods, hitting tree branches.
To grandma's house we go.
Billy, when'd you get a horse?
What
So-
a lovely horse you have, Billy. What nice to ride you with.
So we were going over this log, right? There's this log on the ground. There's this log on the ground, and all the horses, had to jump over it. And then when we
I would jump
get
over
past
it
the
too if
log,
there was a log on the ground.
when we get
a
past
log
the
of
log,
poopy.
the horse in front of me decides it wants to back kick my horse in the face.
This other
it
horse kicked the
literally-
other horse in the face.
It literally was on its front legs and just back kicked my horse right in the face.
Wow.
And then my horse reared up, and I was like, have you guys ever played Red Dead Redemption?
No, I want to.
It's like this Western simulator, and
Yeah,
you can rear your horse up. It was just like that. I thought I was going to fall off.
Oh, I feel
scarred
bad
me.
for the horse.
Yeah. No, that sucks.
Kick
I
him
went
in
to
the-
Pretty
this.
sure that horse has a bruise to this day
I went
on
to.
its nose.
I went to this camp called Thomas School of Horsemanship. I went there and I forgot to tell my mom after she signed me up. Oh yeah, I don't like horses. But I still had to do the horse thing. So I was like, all right, I just won't ride any horses. I'll help take care of them or whatever, because they have that whole part of the camp where you have to spend a half an hour taking care of one of the horses. And I kind of fed I kind of fed it because I got some food and fed the horse, and then the horse ate food out of my hand. I left my hand there, and I was like, I fed the horse, and I looked, and it started chewing on my hand. I had the glove on, but it just started going, honk.
Like,
And
I'm
I'm
like-
like hungry. I wanted more.
And I'm like,
also,
oh,
like,
how you doing? And
They
there was a kid behind me who got the food.
Well,
He
no,
turned around
because
to see
the
the horse
thing
eating,
about
chewing on my
fingers
hand. He's like,
is they're like
no!
the most disabled,
And he
like the
grabbed my
the
hand,
more
took it out of the
typical
horse's
carrots
mouth,
that they
like,
feed
"Dude, what the hell's
horses,
wrong with you?"
and they also
This is a
like
carrot.
they're as thick as carrots. They're like
baby
you're like
carrot.
I figured that out. Like if you actually were to bite down, you could bite your finger off as easily as you could bite a carrot, but your brain tells you not to. It's actually a funny thing.
Really?
It's just
Is
as
it
soft
like
as a carrot.
Psychological thing.
Your fingers naturally, if you don't have like a lot of muscle and you don't like exercise your fingers, they're pretty much as fast as carrots.
Huh.
I mean, but I think we're gonna leave this on this note. If
B flat.
no, for those of you who are out there, I'm sure you're probably not singing a B
If
flat.
anyone's out there,
Okay,
Send us carrots.
if I could say what I need to
Shoot
say
me,
for
please.
5 fucking
because
seconds.
we're horses. On the internet, no one knows you're a horse.
If you're a horse out there and you're eating carrots, please don't eat my goddamn fingers.
Nay. I say 9, not nay.
Could you so anyway, the if you're out there, let us know in the comment section what kind of like crazy activity you would probably want to do. What's your favorite thing to do like during a summer vacation? Would you go zip lining? Would you go rafting? Would you go to a water park?
Would you go riff
would you
rafting?
stay at home?
What would
and-
you do? That's the name of a show now.
To prevent wildfires.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Only you can prevent. Oh God!
What was the guy
that one.
who did the song "Happy" for Despicable Me 2? He was nominated for an Oscar for it, and he was at the MTV.
Why would I know, Mr. Film Major?
What? No, I'm talking about. No, he's a musician.
I don't know who.
He's got the weird hat that kind of looks like.
How recent is this?
It's like last night or whatever. Whatever.
All
Goodbye.
right, well,
Goodbye. I'm
'cause
done. I'm done.
He's got a problem with trying to understand things. If you know what Jake is talking about, please save yourself. Anyway,
I'm happy.
I hope you have
Thanks
a
for
wonderful
tuning
day
in.
and enjoy the podcast. Have a wonderful day.
You should.
Enjoy the podcast. Bye. 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 Bye.
Goodbye.